Hello, and welcome to another presentation of 5-Minute Cybersecurity. Today I will be updating you on the health industry cybersecurity practices for 2023 issued by the HHS Cybersecurity Task Force on April 17, 2023. I'm Bill Osolinski, a certified information systems security professional with 30 years of experience. Cybersecurity threats evolve each year, and here are the current top 5. Number 1, social engineering. Social engineering attacks begin as tricks to fool people into providing sensitive details such as passwords, banking numbers, social security numbers, or other sensitive data by claiming to be someone they are not. Attackers might send a spoofed email pretending to be your supervisor or send a message that appears to be from your IT department. One common type of social engineering attack is called phishing, which is typically delivered through email. Email phishing is an attempt to trick you, a colleague, or someone else in the workplace into providing information using email. An inbound phishing email includes an active link or file. The email appears to come from a legitimate source, such as a friend, coworker, manager, company, or even the user's own email address. Clicking to open the link or file takes the user to a website that may solicit sensitive information or proactively infect the computer. Accessing the link or file may result in malicious software being downloaded or access provided to information stored on your computer or other computers within your network. In the past several years, these attacks have become much more sophisticated and personal. Number 2, ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware distinct from other malware. Its defining characteristic is that it attempts to deny access to a user's data, usually by encrypting the data with a key known only to the attacker who deployed the malware until a ransom is paid. After the user's data is encrypted, the ransomware directs the user to pay the ransom to the attacker, usually in a cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, to receive the decryption key. Over time, ransomware attacks have evolved to include targeted attacks. These attacks are adapted for specific groups or organizations to make them more effective. Once attackers access your network, they use ransomware to restrict access to your devices and data until a ransom is paid. Generally, these attacks are human-operated, meaning there is an actor directing the deployment of ransomware once they have made an initial compromise of the network. It's common for attackers to first leverage social engineering to get access to credentials, then use those credentials to access the network and deploy ransomware. Ransomware threats may incorporate tactics or techniques that begin as one type of threat and provide opportunity for other threats to render your systems defenseless. For example, successful phishing attacks may lead to the installation of ransomware. Ransomware often begins by running in the background to avoid detection. This way, attackers can monitor their victim and design the attack plan. One step would be to interfere with the routine backup schedule, rendering all backups unusable. When the hackers are ready to launch their attack, the victim is surprised, unprepared, and defenseless. Using these tactics, some ransomware attackers have even stolen data prior to encrypting the data on their systems. If the victim refuses to pay, they threaten to release the information publicly or sell it to other third parties. Paying a ransom does not guarantee that the attacker will unencrypt or unlock the stolen or locked data, even if the attacker guarantees that it will work. It is also common for attackers to tailor the size of the ransom based on the ability of the organization to pay. Number 3, loss or theft of equipment or data. Every day, mobile devices such as laptops, tablets, smartphones, and USB thumb drives are lost or stolen, and they may end up in the hands of attackers. Theft of equipment and data is an ever-present and ongoing threat for organizations. In 2021, 713 major health data breaches affecting more than 45.7 million individuals were reported to the HHS OCR. Although the value of the device represents one loss, the consequences of losing a device that contains sensitive data are far greater. In cases where the lost device was not appropriately safeguarded with practices such as MFA and encryption, the loss may result in unauthorized or illegal access, dissemination, and use of sensitive data. Even if the device is recovered, the data may have been erased and completely lost. Loss or malicious use of data may result in business disruption, compromise patient safety, and may require notification to patients, applicable regulatory agencies, and/or the media. Number 4. Insider accidental or malicious data loss. Insider threats exist within every organization where employees, contractors, or other users access the organization's technology infrastructure, network, or databases. There are two types of insider threats: accidental and malicious. An accidental insider threat can be caused by honest mistakes, such as being tricked, procedural errors, or a degree of negligence. For example, an employee accidentally emailing large volumes of private health information to an incorrect recipient would be an accidental insider threat. A malicious insider threat has an objective of personal gain, extortion, or inflicting harm to the organization or another individual. Number 5. Attacks against network-connected medical devices. Network-connected medical devices are network-based devices that leverage networking protocols to communicate and transmit clinical information such as Bluetooth or TCP/IP. According to the Food and Drug Administration, medical devices range from simple tongue depressors and bedpans to complex programmable pacemakers and closed-loop artificial pancreas systems. Additionally, medical devices include in vitro diagnostic products such as reagents, test kits, and blood glucose meters. Certain radiation-emitting electronic products that have a medical use or make medical claims are also considered medical devices. Examples of these include diagnostic ultrasound products, X-ray machines, and medical lasers. Suppose a cyber attacker gains access to a care provider's computer network and takes over a file server. While scanning the network for devices, the attacker takes control of all heart monitors in the intensive care unit. This puts multiple patients at risk. There you have it, the top 5 threats. Now that you're aware of the greatest threats, you'll want to watch my next video on how to mitigate them. If you find this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, thank you for your time.